Hi guys, it's Jada. I wanted to check in. Today is April the 20th, 2017, and it was week 6 for me. I just finished week 6. So I went in this morning and I was feeling pretty good. It was Easter weekend and my sister and her husband were here and we had such a great time. But I really didn't deviate from my program. I really kind of stuck pretty strict to it. I did have a little bite, seriously, a bite on a fork of tres leches cake, and it was like, ugh. But I don't like milk, so I'm assuming the cake would be good if it didn't have milk in it, but then it wouldn't be tres leches cake. So, okay. Anyway, I went in today and I had lost 3.5 pounds. So super excited. That puts me at 28.2 pounds in 6 weeks. I was so excited. I had a great week. I had a great weekend. I've had a great week this week. Just trying, just figuring more things out as I go along and not just being more relaxed about the program. I've learned how to, that was my phone. I've learned that I can go out to eat and make good choices. And I'm just feeling good about what I'm doing. And I have been exercising 3 days a week. That's another thing that I'm not sure I've talked about in a couple, 3 weeks. But I have been exercising 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are my days that I go to the gym. And I've also, I've been trying, I figured out that there's, I needed to be working on my physical therapy as well, which is one of the reasons why I started the gym. And another reason why I started this program is to, besides losing this weight, is to help my Achilles, because I'm struggling with strengthening that back up. And it's been right at 9 months almost since that happened. And it's the hardest thing. It's the hardest part of recovery, they say. And I thought I was going to prove them wrong and just fly right through physical therapy and the strengthening portion. And I did fly through everything until I got to the strengthening portion. And then I just like hit a brick wall. And I've been super frustrated about it. I know that I'm better every day, but I'm sick of it and I want to be done with it. But I'm not. So I've been working on, when I go to the gym, I do either cardio on the treadmill, or a manual incline, and doing some rowing, doing some of the machines for abs and things like that, and my booty and my legs, and then going into the little area. They have a little room to the side, and they have all of the equipment pretty much that's at my physical therapist office. So I've been able to do those things as well. And I've been doing that the last couple of weeks. So I go Monday and I'm just like praying that I think I'm doing much, much better. And I hope that they do too. I'm definitely not where I need to be, but I'm doing great. I think I'm doing great. I hope they say I'm doing great. But program-wise, the Medi program, I couldn't be more excited. And food-wise, I'm still sticking to the very lean side of the food spectrum. It just happens to be what I like anyway. I mean, I love chicken. I don't like chicken thighs. I like white meat. I like chicken breast, and I like fish and shrimp. That's just kind of what I like in general. The only thing I do really, really like a lot is salmon. And I used to cook it more often. I haven't cooked it at home here since I started this program, but I really love salmon. And I may start, doing a few of those things, but I'm really just trying to stick to the very lean side. I bought yogurt and cottage cheese, the light and the low fat, or the version that I'm supposed to buy, and I still haven't eaten it. So I'm still a little bit paranoid, but I'm gonna work it out. And Yeah, so I wanted to talk about all the vitamins and all the stuff and how all that's working. And I still firmly believe, I've showed y'all my little packet that I bought, and I still firmly believe that little booger is just amazing. It keeps me on track. They're right there. It's super easy. My alarms are all set. So it's all done. It's just a no-brainer for me. And I know that there's people out there that are a lot busier than I am, running around still chasing children. Mine are grown and out of the house and married, and so I don't have that on my plate, but I do catering and floral and cakes and wedding planning and party planning and stuff. So, I stay busy. And so it just helps. It really keeps me on track. And so anybody that works full time out of the home, I know that it would help you tremendously just to keep you on track and to have it all right there and being done with it. I think the only thing that this week I noticed which was really odd, is that when I did my ketosis strips in the morning, for a while, when I first started, it was super dark. Like they would be super dark. And they were like, we don't want you in this color wheel, this one over here, because they say that could mean that you are dehydrated. But when I did ask my doctor, I went to my gynecologist, who also, who's one that recommended the Medi program to me, said that's not necessarily what that means. If you're there and you don't have your log to show how much you've been drinking, that could be it, that you're dehydrated. But he said in your case it's not, and it's totally fine. So now what I've noticed is that I am more, this is the middle where they really like you to be, and then I am more like on these two most of the time, and that kind of freaked me out a little bit, because I'm like, dadgummit, I'm like following this thing to the letter, why does that mean I'm going to be out of ketosis? And she just said, the doctor said today that it could mean that you're, that something could knock you out pretty easy, but they also said that just because you fall out of ketosis doesn't mean you're not losing weight, but it could. So I want my test strip to be pink. Let's just be clear. So anyway, they said that I am small. I'm in there's negative, trace, small, and moderate. Small and moderate's where they want you, and I'm like small, and so they said that's totally fine, so chill out. So anyway, so that was one thing that was happening that was kind of freaking me out, because I'm like, I'm doing everything. And with that being said, I lost more weight this week than I did last week, and it was, I was in a great color. So I don't know. I don't know. The other thing that happened that was super gross was I bought all my vitamins again. It was time. And I got home to refill my little weekly pack, and I opened up the omega-3s, and holy bejeebers, it was disgusting. I thought it was just 1 or 2, but it was like 4, I think, of the little omega-3 pills. They had burst somehow, some way in the container, and had leaked, and like they were all globbed together, and like they're not gross enough on their own. So I was like digging through trying to find enough to get me through the week so I could take them back and get a new bottle. And she gave me one today, and I opened it. I said, please, not to be offensive, but can I open these while I'm here? And she took my bottle and she opened it up, and she was like, oh my God, those things smell terrible. And I'm like, yeah, they do. And so I didn't want to take any more that had leaked out on each other, because it was disgusting. So anyway, I got a new bottle of that. And she said, once in a while that happens, and it happens with even the calcium, or sometimes, they'll break or whatever, and it'll be powder everywhere, and it's gross, and it tastes gross. But anyway, that I got that tended to, and but yeah, it was pretty funny, because it was just disgusting, because they're like my least favorite thing that we do take is that. So anyway, so I was super excited. They say I'm doing great. I feel great. My sister and I went shopping this past weekend. I did not buy any britches because we are going to Mexico on in the middle of May for a week. And so I'd really like to lose 40 pounds, but my goal was to lose 30. So I'm not going to get crazy here. My goal was to lose 30 before I went on this vacation, and I'm totally going to hit that. I better. But now I'm like, just, seeing how much I can get down before we leave in mid-May. And so I don't want to go buy any britches until the week we go. So maybe I can, because I'm wearing all the things that are kind of loose and too big right now. But I do have some that are they fit fine, they're loose, but yeah, so I don't want to buy anything. I did buy some tops that are super cute, and they'll be fine even if I lose 10 or 15 more pounds. They'll still be, I think, fine. So, but I think that was it. I did meet up with my friend that I talked about that was so crazy that she called my name in the office last week. We did meet up. She comes 15 minutes after I do. So we're going to try to have lunch every once in a while and catch up. We had a wonderful day today, and I love Christy, and it's been such a long time, and she's just such a sweet person, and it was wonderful to get to catch up with her and to just talk about our lives. I'll be married 30 years in September, and she will have been married 24 in August. So she does have small children. So not small, but I think her youngest is 12. But, so she's still got kids at home. And so that's so exciting. And I miss my children. But, I'm glad I'm where I'm at in life as well. But it was super great to catch up with her and to have someone that I know is doing this program as well and that needs encouragement, because I do. And I'm so excited to be able to hopefully encourage her, and she'll encourage me, and it'll be great, and getting to reconnect after so many years of not seeing one another. So it's just awesome. So I love that. But anyway, so that's all I have. Like I said, I feel great. I think I'm doing great. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to next week. I'm already counting down the days. Of course, I don't want to wish my life away, but I do want this weight to fall off. And it does feel like it's, it feels good, and my body is changing, and that's what people are starting to notice. And I know that always makes you feel good when somebody says, "Is there something different about you?" I didn't want to make this very long, but my sister, when she pulled up, so I didn't tell anybody that I was starting this program. I just kind of wanted to just do it on my own, and because, I had fear. What if it doesn't work? What if it's not the one for me? But, so I didn't say anything to anybody. My son knew, but anyway, I didn't tell anybody really about it. And so when my sister and her husband pulled up, she was like, she got out and she kind of stared at me a little bit, and she was like, I had this green shirt, and she was like, "Wow, that green shirt really looks good on you." And I went on in and just kind of chuckled to myself. And a few minutes later, I didn't see my brother-in-law, and he walked out, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, you've lost so much weight." And my sister was like, I knew that. I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to hurt your feelings, because you know how you're like, "Geez, have you lost weight?" And be like, "No." So she said, I didn't want to do that. And so my husband, of course, he's so sweet, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she's lost almost 25 pounds since we've seen y'all." And anyway, it was fun. And then, of course, my sister was like, "Why didn't you tell me you were doing it?" So then I made her eat whatever I was eating this whole weekend that she was here. So that was super fun for me. And I told her every time, it's for you. Trust me, you're going to love this. So anyway, but that was pretty fun and funny, and I was excited. And again, like I said, people are starting to notice and say, "Golly, you're looking great." And that, like I said, I have a long way to go, and I don't really need validation, but it does feel good. It feels good when people tell you that they're noticing a change in your body. And so, yeah, I was excited. So anyway, I'm looking forward to next week. I will check in again, and just praying for good results every single time. And if you are watching this, and if there's anything that you would like to know more or have a question about, I try to just talk about the program. I mean, not my life or whatever, but anyway, if there's anything that you would like to know or you have questions about, please just post it down at the bottom, and I will do my very best to answer those. I think I'm going to add my Facebook link to that as well, so that you could find me. I'm not really posting any of this on Facebook, but you could message me. If you have Facebook and you message me, you want to be friends, please just put Medi, or fellow Medi person, or something like that, just so I'll know, because I don't really usually accept friend requests from people I don't know. But if there's any way I could help anybody, I'm far from perfect. I don't know anything, but I know what I'm doing here, and if that can help somebody, I would love to do that. So anyway, I'm going to post this, and you can post anything at the bottom. Anyway, have a great day, and I will talk to you all next week. Bye.